Hello, everybody. Dr. Freedom here with you. Times of Doctor News from in and around the universe that may or may not affect you on a strange, weird, cosmic, intellectual, intergalactic, and very, very spiritual level. That will not only heighten your senses, it'll broaden your mind, open your ears to the universe, and you'll be able to hear Lady Gaga tunes in your sleep. Which could or could not be a good thing, depending on how you swing with that. But okay, as you all know, a lot of strange things have been going out lately. Plus, we haven't had a whole lot of actually on-set filming news as of late. They've been doing some private locations and all that. Now, we did have a certain podcast, as I brought up in a previous video. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do so. Especially make sure to click on that little bell icon. Make sure you're getting your updated videos as they get uploaded, because every now and then, if I have a thought or two, or if I find something early in the morning when I'm on my way to work, or just after I've had the breakfast and I get to work, and then sometimes I'll pop on and put a video, but I don't spread those around everywhere. So I don't have the time, and also by the time I get home, it's like I am dead tired and all that. So you might miss something. Please come in, subscribe, sit down with us, and have a good time. There was a podcast, and I went over this in a previous video, as I stated, that said that Doctor Who was supposed to be at San Diego Comic-Con this year, and that they canceled last minute. And I'm like, we had the schedule put up for SDCC 2019. It was a few weeks back, wasn't it? And there was never any Doctor Who event on that schedule. So I don't know how it could be a last-minute cancellation for a panel when we knew like a couple weeks before there was no Doctor Who event scheduled. So that's just me. But let's get to the stuff you want to see. Let's hop onto the news. Let's get into it. Okay, good evening, everyone. Now here we go. First off, Doctor Who to stream exclusively on HBO Max. This has a lot of people going crazy because apparently, I don't know what the deal is, but HBO Max apparently is stepping forward. The forthcoming Warner Media streaming platform acquired the exclusive streaming rights to Doctor Who, with all 11 seasons of the BBC series coming to service upon launch in spring of 2020. Now, this comes as part of a deal with BBC Studios, which means the streamer will be the home of future Doctor Who seasons after they air on BBC America. Under the deal, HBO Max has also licensed several hundred episodes of multiple other hit BBC shows, namely The Office, Top Gear, Luther, The Honorable Woman. These properties join the ever-growing content library at the streamer, which also includes Friends, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and all that. So, once again, a streaming service, yet another one, is popping up and apparently has snagged the rights to air Doctor Who. It's got some people kind of ticked off, from what I've been reading, because how's this going to affect things when Series 12 comes out and all that? You may want to go read into this. Link will be up in the description box as always. Okay, Doctor Who, Peter Capaldi and scientist Muriel Robertson are up for the Greatest Glaswegian title. That's right, the time-traveling hero, or at least one of his earthly alter egos, Peter Capaldi, joins pioneering scientist Muriel Robertson as the final two contenders for the title. Now, that is so freaking cool. Greatest Glaswegian of all time. And he gives a little history on Peter Capaldi and whatnot. And he has just been such an amazing, friend to the fans over the years. And beyond the time he was on Doctor Who. Anyone who meets him at a con will tell you, this guy is a class act and a half. And it's so great to hear that he's, possibly, even just the fact he's been nominated for such a great title. Okay, Jody Houser on Doctor Who's Mysterious Corsair and the 13th Doctor's Expanding Future. Now, what's really neat about this is it's an interview here with this particular, artist. And what's neat is if you go through here, they go into the process and whatnot, just like Big Finish and all that, they have to send their storylines and all that to, the big guys at the BBC to get approved and stuff like that. So it's really nice to see this cute little interview here with Jody Houser talking about, the fact the Corsairs come in and all that, and also going through the process. I really enjoyed this one. Okay, character options, Doctor Who figure sets. If you've not heard about this yet, check these out. Okay, here's the video that you can go to where it shows you them. Aldawar officially announced, on YouTube, the Doctor figure sets that will be gracing the shelves in 2019. You got the 4th Doctor in TARDIS from Shada, the 5th Doctor in TARDIS from Caves of Androzani, 7th Doctor with Cyber Leader and Cyberman from Silver Nemesis, the 2nd Doctor Perry and Sontaran Stike from the 2 Doctors, Harry Sullivan and Steyer from the Sontaran Experiment, with links from the Time Warrior, 7th Doctor and Axis Strike Squad Dalek from Gallifrey 6, the 8th Doctor and Dalek Interrogator Prime from Dark Eyes, and the War Doctor and the Dalek Scientist from the War Doctor Audio Adventures. What's really neat about this is the fact that, some of these sets are being based off characters that have been brought about in Big Finish, and I thought that's just amazing. They're, coming over. All right. Here's David Tennant responding to that story. We talked about it, but it was a little while back about, John Barrowman running around saying that he pitched an idea about doing a movie. Remember, this was just a pitched idea. Don't get all excited and think it's actually going to happen, because chances are I don't see it happening, because, David Tennant is so busy. Basically he was proposing a movie, like him, Billy Piper, Dave Tennant, and I think even Catherine Tate talked about it. And it's doubtful it's going to happen. It really is. I don't want to, I just hate to burst all your bubbles, but, it was pitched a while ago, and with their schedules going the way they are, no. Plus the fact they think RTD is going to write it. RTD's already pretty much said he's done with Doctor Who. He's burned up on it. It's like going back to a job he had 10 years ago. He doesn't want to do it. So I don't see it happening. All right, Cosmic Masque, issue number 8. It is now available from the DWAS, Doctor Who Appreciation Society. In this edition, 60 pages of fiction, reviews, interviews, and articles about some of the more recent Big Finish releases, Titan Comics, accounts of visits to Comic-Con and signings, and an interview with Dee Sadler from Greatest Show in the Galaxy. These e-magazines are free to everyone to download and in 2 formats, from single-page to a view or 2-page spreads. It can be found on the Society website here. All right, Cyberons, Sexy Zygons and Mark Gatiss, the bizarre world of the unofficial Doctor Who spinoffs. And this is a nice one going into things like Downtime, Wartime, Probe and whatnot. If you've seen any of those, like the Arizona Solution and whatnot, if you haven't heard about any of these, go look them up, because a lot of those features are on YouTube and they're bouncing around everywhere. So check it out. Probe was pretty weird because it was the ongoing adventures of Liz Shaw. And, oh, God, those storylines get really weird. But various actors, and doctors from previous series appear throughout these items. All right. Yabba Dabba I, Doctor Who mega fans, tie the knot dressed as the Time Lord and Rose Tyler, surrounded by TV and film characters, including Fred Flintstone and Mary Poppins. That's right. Stacey Savage, 29, and Simon Clark, 40, from Dorset, wore Doctor Who costumes for their wedding. They asked their friends and family to join them and dress up as their favorite on-screen characters. So they had just check the pictures out, okay? No, I don't want the Daily Mail to send me notifications. All right, so check this out and check that out there. So looks like everybody had a great time, and to me, that's all that matters. I wish I had a wedding like that. I'm not kidding. I'd go to a wedding like that. Damn. That looks like it's a hell of a lot of fun. So, kids, yeah, I know it's been a long time since I've done a regular video, but the problem is there just hasn't been a whole lot of news going around, and I don't like to waste your time. I'm not going to come on here and do videos talking about how, such and such sucks. Chris Chibnall gave me herpes and stupid crap like that. I'm here to give you the news straight up and, from what I've heard. And I'm hearing a lot of great rumors about what's going on with Series 12. But as I said in a previous video from the car, the amount of info that's coming out right now and all that has made me just a wee bit paranoid, given the fact that it was like pulling teeth out of a Tyrannosaurus Rex to get any information out on Series 11. Yet now I'm getting inboxes full of stuff that's supposedly going to happen in Series 12. We've heard about Cybermen, Jadoon, Sea Devils, the Master, and things like that. And it just seems like it's falling under my too good to be true radar. But we'll have to keep our eyes open, our ears open, and things like that, and tell for ourselves. For you folks, who are long-time, viewers and whatnot, I'm finishing up the script for Chapter 7 now of What Lies Beneath. That'll be hopefully going out this weekend or hopefully by mid next week. I just got to one more tie up some things in it because it's going to lead into what's coming up on the final acts of that story. Because we're going to move into Murder on the Shitanyu probably next. So, and I want to take a little break and write most of that this time before I go into doing it as a serial format. Because I do an outline of a story, and then I do the chapters based off that outline and where I want it to end. And sometimes it runs off on you. It really does. Also, Omega Files, we're going to have one coming up on August 10th. If everything goes well, I want to do a Rutger Hauer retrospective. So we're going to be doing a pick 3, which is going to have each of the cast members pick 3 of your favorite Rutger Hauer movies. So if anyone wants to join in on that, message me and we'll see about getting you a Zoom link, and maybe you can join us on that if you want to. Well, folks, I'm getting out of here, so please take care of yourselves, each other. Have a good one. See you on the flip side. Freedom out, kiddies.